Like you mentioned, doesn't matter where you're from, because one tool which I believe the government of Nigeria has continually used to succeed in their menace or their wicked practices is the divide between people through different means. You are an Igbo, I'm a Yoruba, you are a Yoruba, I'm a Robo, you are Shakiri, you are so these factors has been a very good ingredients that help them to continue to prey on us. So that is the most key reason why I said this talk show, we must bring APC on board, we must bring PDP on board so that we can break this divide yoke. But I suggested, based on the draft the legal team gave to us at NOG, I suggested that why do we want to go through this whole journey of trying to lobby again? Because that's the suggested approach they want to take, that we should go through lobby. And I reminded them that because you started this organization or group or movement today, it doesn't mean that people have not been working. People have been pursuing this purpose for a long time. One time I sat in my room, I was thinking, and I said, how did Nigeria go independent? Do you mean the people who pursued the idea of independence? I believe some of them are diasporans. The ideas of us taking over Nigeria back came from abroad. I believe so. I'm just in my own thoughts. So now I said, so do you mean these guys fought for this thing and they didn't see the need for diaspora voting? Osinbajo was in America a few days ago. Do you think that the people that hosted him have no interest for diaspora voting? The reason I'm bringing this point is to say there are people that have been working through the lobby option. And I believe the lobby option will not work anymore. We've exhausted our strength in lobbying. This is the time, if we're really ready to take diaspora voting, we must take the bull by the horn. If you're setting a target for 2023, we have only 3 years to play with. Do you think we can succeed in lobbying Nigeria government in 3 years? Please, can somebody throw light on that?
I want to. Yes.
Honestly,
okay.
Like she said, if you say we can't do lobby, I don't know what else you are going to do. We can't force it. We have tried to use the court. The court made a judgment in that favor, and Justice Bello emphasized in that judgment that the party that should do this lobby must be led by the INEC. So INEC should be in the business of presenting this bill to the parliament, because INEC is supposed to come up with a strategy on how this is going to work and how much it's going to cost.
Yes.
So all the logistics falls down to it falls down to INEC to tell the parliament how this is going to be done.
Okay.
The right to vote is tied to citizenship rights, because it's the universality of this right is something that cannot be undermined. In fact, I remember in the South African case of Richard versus Home Affairs, Minister of Home Affairs, that is how South Africa got their diaspora voting rights.
Yes.
Because the court ruled that this right cannot be tampered with.
Yes.
And in the Supreme Court case,
right.
in the Supreme Court case in the United States of America, in the case of in the Supreme Court of America, the court ruled that the right to vote is so important that if you undermine this particular right, every other right is not important.
Yes.
That's how serious this is. So we are not, like he said, we are not just going for lobbying to go and vote. Diasporans should be able to also influence decisions of government because of the issues of remittances, the issues of
the contributions.
There is a lot of diaspora policies now.
Yes.
And the world is becoming more and more globalized. So I think Nigeria should be ready to go for diaspora voting.
We are overdue.
Yeah, so we have to be on INEC back to push this through the parliament.
Thank you very much. I think that makes it even clearer. I don't know if any of...
I would like someone else to talk. I have a different opinion.
Okay, can you please Mr. Olabede, please, can you throw light on this matter for us, please?
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Moderator. I think the first thing to do is for our constitution to be reformed. If, like the APC chairman has rightly said, the constitution was handed over to us by the military,
Yes,
and there is no provision for diaspora voting.
that's right.
The first step is the reformation of the constitution. After that, I think the INEC should now place a bill before the Senate, the House,
Okay.
for this issue of diaspora voting. If we should scale through the reading, then fine. I think it should be
Okay.
fine.
That sounds very good. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I also want to add that the issue of going to court, we can still do it because we can challenge the judgment of the
Yes.
court that it must be INEC. Why must it be INEC?
Yes.
You know, we can do it. Another body can do it. The interested
Yes.
party can do it to make sure that the first thing we have to get is that get judgment that we have the right, and it must be enforced.
Can I just say
Now,
something quickly? It's like you want to take your mobile phone from the hand of a child and you give them a candy or sweet. That's what they've done.
That's what they have done. So what I'm saying is that judgment is faulty.
Yes.
So let us fight that judgment. If lobbying, let's lobby for 6 months, 1 year maximum. And if we find out that they are not serious about it, the INEC is not serious about it, we ourselves, we are going to fight this thing. Then the judgment must be changed that we can actually sponsor the bill.
Yes.
So that's my point about that. We can still pursue the issue of court.
That's a great submission.
There's also issues with political will. Because the moment that judgment was delivered, members of the House of Rep came out to applaud that decision. Now, the same members, when Honorable Abike Dabiri
Yes.
tried to push that bill through the parliament, the same legislators that were applauding the decision, it did not even pass the first reading.
Sabotage it.
They sabotage, you know, it didn't even pass the, and last time when Saraki went to Ghana, when Ghana was doing a 25 years anniversary, Saraki was the one telling Diasporans to continue to put pressure so that Parliament will approve diaspora voting. So you see senators coming out to say, we want diaspora voting. And most of them have been diasporans in the past,
Yes.
you know, before they went back to join politics. So I don't think it should be a problem. And Nigeria is truly ripe for
diaspora voting.
What I wanted
Thank
to
you
add
very
before,
much.
so we
Please
don't make mistake on this issue.
Yes.
I don't know how long a lot of us have been on this issue, but myself, we've been on this issue since I think 2010.
Okay.
Very actively on it, maybe even before that. I met 2 years ago with the director in charge of in the National Assembly, the Diaspora portfolio, Rita Oji. Thank God we have something like that. So
Okay.
it shows that these things we are doing are working.
Yes.
Some of the senators are listening. People are listening from all the little things that have been done. What I wanted to say was that we cannot limit ourselves to say there's only one thing we are
One
going
option
to do.
we must
You know,
follow.
it's like we've had talk shows like this. Does it mean I will not come to talk shows like this again to say, oh, we've been doing that for
Yes.
voting? They are working. I want to tell you, there's no measurement, there's no ruler we have to measure how is it working. Because we don't have it doesn't mean it's not working.
Yes.
We have to keep talking about it. And you talk about it, you are putting pressure through social media, through medias like this. We have to keep lobbying. Those we can lobby, we lobby, because this is something that belongs to all of us
That's
in the country.
right.
It's not your personal thing. So there's no one person that will take the glory and say, oh,
I did it.
We
Yes.
cannot measure it.
Yes.
At the end of the day, when we are free on it, we'll be free. So we have to keep talking. Those that will go to court, I know we have put funds together in the past. I didn't follow it up. I know your organization is looking forward to something like that.
That's right.
I know people have also done, we don't know all the facts of those that have gone to court. If any group can still go as many cases as we want to against the government, against the National Assembly, let's go ahead. Let's don't limit it to anything.
That's right.
Because it's a big fish to fry. You caught it everywhere
From every angle.
for the elephant to fall down.
Yes.
So everything you can do, we keep doing it. That's what I want to say.
Thank you
to
very
add
much.
to what Chairman PDP just
Yes.
said, you know, we're doing something now in South Africa. then I'm sure some people maybe simultaneously they're doing it in America,
That's
UK,
right.
as you said.
Yes.
I think we need to form a synergy.
Mm.
We need to work together. And maybe we have representation to the house,
Yes.
the new house.
Mhm.
So we need to do something in that line. Let's form a synergy. They have representation from South Africa, US, Canada,
Yes.
of the same mind.
Mhm.
Then we can have representation and go and follow it up and see them and talk to them.
Yes.
And let us ask questions.
Mhm.
Why are you afraid?
Yes.
Some of you being abroad, you came back home. And not all of us can come. If all of us in outside the country now go back to Nigeria, can Nigeria sustain us? Can Nigeria, our economy sustain us? That means we are going to lose on what we are sending back to Nigeria.
Yes.
You know, so we need to form a synergy, and I believe if your organization and organization of
Minded.
come together,
Yes.
then we can get results in that line.
Thank you very much. Before we proceed, I would like to also refer to the viewers. You've heard it from very powerful member of our community here in South Africa, and those who have strong background on the issue of diaspora voting. Diaspora voting, the battle has been on for over going to 10 years now, if I'm correct. And I believe that even as much as we refer to 10 years ago, this matter has been on, because I don't believe those who has fought the democracy of Nigeria are all residing in Nigeria as at that time. So the issue of diaspora voting, I believe, has been on for more than 20 years. That's my summary on the topic. And I believe you've had it. We need people who have connection. We need people who can help us retrieve the 2009 ruling. Because if we can get a copy of that ruling, instead of us doing a new filing, we can appeal it. We can appeal that ruling, which will be...
We can even apply for the implementation of that order.
That's right. So we hold them to content.
An order of mandamus.
That's what I'm saying.
For the enforcement
of that ruling. So we can hold them in contempt of the ruling, in other words, if I'm correct, so that instead of us starting all over again, then they'll start blowing smoke in our face, we're running up and down, we can pursue that existing ruling and take it back to court and say, you know what, we had the ruling in 2009 and we want this ruling to be implemented.
That is it.